Alright everyone, so I'm starting my first ever homebrew. I'm a bit nervous, I don't really know what I'm doing, and I thought I would document the possible failure. It either go right and I'll come out with some nice beer, or it'll go wrong and it might be educational for some people, I don't know. It's a learning process, and yeah, I've decided to go for this all grain brew, and the recipe I've got is for, I think it's for an American pale ale. I asked for something like where kind of hoppy, so I could experiment with like adding hops. I'll give a shout out actually to a YouTube channel that I've been watching quite a lot of to try and learn what to do on my first brew. They're called Mash Hacks. If you're learning to, especially they've got like a video that's like a really simple all grain brew recipe, or how to do it, like really simplified. That I've been watching that, and a video on calculating how much liquid you'll need, how much water and stuff. It all got a bit complicated. I started taking notes. This is me trying to figure out how much liquid I'll need for this homebrew. I'm doing a 5 litre demijohn brew. That's my fermenter, and so it's going to be quite small brew, but yeah, it'd be exciting to see how it goes. This is what I'm using to test the temperature of it. It's not the best really, it's more for meat, but I used it for getting the temperature, like when I'm making tea and stuff, for getting the right water temperature. So I'm going to just try this and use it. The only problem I've got with this is the water is very low in the bottom of the pan. I've got quite a big pan, it's a 10 litre one, and I haven't really got any way of putting this in here to, you can see it's, it's one of these ones that hooks on the side of the pan, but that doesn't even reach the water, so might be a bit tricky getting the right temperature here. Okay, potential solution here for this water thing. And what I've done is put a mug in there. The mug has got to have water in it, or else it wouldn't stay upright. So I don't know if this will cause weird problems with the way the temperature is, but that's kind of I don't know. Maybe that'll work. Who knows? Okay, so just hitting the right temperature. Like now, I think. So I'm turning the heat off. God, I can't even see what I'm filming. I'm going to try and fish that mug out of there without any... Oh shit! I've now got to try and get this into, like the grain into a bag into here. So, and on the video it was like stretch the bag over the lip of this, but I can't seem to get it round it. It doesn't want to go. Just doesn't want to go on. Oh shit. The more I'm fucking around with this, the more... I hope these pegs don't melt. Look at that contraption I've had to build. Doesn't look like there's enough water to cover the grains. It just seems to be like a solid lump, almost like wet sand. I thought it would just like go into the water like a liquid. Let me just mix it up some more, see if I can get it in there properly. Fucking pegs. And on the video he just wrapped it in some towels, so I'll probably just try that. I'm going to grab some towels. There's no flames under there, so it should be alright, I think. Cover wrap in towels, leave for 1 hour. I did have another set of instructions. The guy in the shop, Homebrew Life, give me a set of instructions for doing it. I probably could have just followed those instructions. But I lost them. I don't know. He wrote them down by hand, and either I just forgot to pick them up when I left the shop, or I don't know. I lost them somewhere in between that and getting home. Anyway, I don't know. I can't really remember much of what he wrote down. So this brew is mostly, I'm following this Mash Hacks' recipe almost, but with the hops from the recipe that the guy in the shop was telling. Yeah, all I can remember is there's like add a third of it at the hour mark, a third of it at the 15-minute mark, and then like 5 days into the brew, stick the other third in and leave it there, you know, for the last bit of the brew. So that sounds like fairly straightforward. And yeah, homebrew life. If you live in the northeast, I say check this place out. I think they actually just deliver anywhere. I'm not like affiliated with him or anything. It's just the guy was helpful. So that'll do. So I'm going to do another. Might overfill the thing. Just for the halibut. Okay, so stick that in a frying pan. I've just got under. I thought I could feel like ripping as I was squeezing it, so I don't know. Straight in. Okay, so here's my hops. Like I say, I lost the instructions he gave me, so I don't know how much of the hops to add. But he said I'll get two brews out of this, so I'm guessing I'll just add half, and I'll just divide up what I've got into threes. I don't know if I'm supposed to add more hops at a certain time than at another time. I'm not too sure, so I'm just going to measure. I'm just going to do into two halves, so I can do two brews and then that one of those halves into three, and just do it like that. I don't know if that's right. Citra hops, by the way. Oh God, that smell. Everything smells so exciting. Look at that. Imagine that was weed. Whew. Imagine that, hey. Imagine that was weed. And I'll be heating that up. Okay, looks like it's boiling now. It's starting to foam up. Supposed to watch out when this happens. I watched a few different brew instruction videos, and they've all said, "Watch out! Don't let this foam go everywhere. It's a right fucking nightmare to clean up." Every single one of them seems to have I've had one horrible experience at some time in the past. Anyway, I've got this bag. I can't remember whether he told me to put the hops into this bag. I think he did. The guy in the shop. I'm trying to remember what he told me. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just do it. I don't know if I can't remember what I'm supposed to do with that straining bag. I was probably supposed to put the hops in there, but surely this will work. Okay, so that's going in at the 60-minute mark. So in 45 minutes, I'm going to put the other bowl in. Okay, so I'm also going to do some sterilisation. I've got this. It's for babies apparently. I don't know if I can use it for this. Okay, there's the tablet dissolving. This should be sterilising water. I thought I'd try and use it and figure out this thing, because I don't really know what I'm doing with this. It's got one of these things on that end and one of these things on the other end. I think it's so I can get liquid out of something and leave the sediment behind. So I'll probably try and figure out how to use it and get some liquid from this to this, if possible. And then I can use that to wash this thing out as well at the same time. I don't know how do you get it through the thing. 15 minutes before the end of the boil. So I just let this boil. Like, I didn't check the temperature of it, what the temperature was. I didn't try to keep it at any particular temperature, I just tried to keep it boiling because I'm just kind of winging it. I'm not sure how it's supposed to sort of smell at this point, but it kind of has this kind of almost like a caramelized or almost like a burnt sugary smell, and I'm hoping that isn't like I've done it too hot and it's spoilt in some way. We'll see. The smell of the hops is coming out really nicely. Turn that heat off and cool it down. I don't really have any good way of cooling it down apart from putting it in the sink, so I'm going to try that. Hopefully that's cool enough. It stopped steaming now, it feels cool. So I'm going to try and transfer it into the fermenter now. See if I can get this going. Okay, is that coming out? Okay, let's transfer it into. Okay, so fuck, this isn't working. I think what's happening is, because I just chucked the hops in, I think it's just clogging up the whole pipe system, and it's just not coming down. And I feel like every time I try and run it through with clean water, I just end up wasting more of the stuff. So I'm going to put this colander in the stuff here. See if I can like filter it out. I don't know. I was expecting a bit more liquid than that, to be honest. I probably wasted some just fucking around and trying to get it in. And like, I tried to do that pipe thing about twice. And yeah, I think where I should have kept the hops in like a bag in this thing, I just chucked them in because I wasn't sure whether this was actually the right thing. So there's a lesson learned. So yeah, I kept getting clogged up, I think, the pipe thing. Maybe I wasn't even supposed to be using it at that point. I was just supposed to use like maybe the tube. Yeah, put the cork in. Hopefully that's alright. I think I know next time to boil a bit more water. I probably didn't calculate my boil off rate enough or something along the lines. Somewhere along the way I fucked up the calculation because I thought I would have liquid up to about here. But really it's probably about, I don't know, I was aiming for 12 of the 330ml bottles, but I made such a cack of it at getting it from the pot into the fermenter that I probably just contaminated the whole thing. Yeah, I forgot to do that hydrometer thing, so God knows how strong or weak the beer will be in the end. But okay, so this is the next day, and I've got my beer in here under the stairs. Let's have a look. When I looked at it earlier, it was bubbling away, so it's definitely doing something. There's a bit of foam there, you can see, and it looks a bit sort of foggy inside. What you can see now, there is definitely some kind of gas being generated there. And every time I put the camera on it, it stops doing it. And then all of a sudden, there we go, look. There's the proof. Okay, so, cupboard under the stairs. So, I'll end the video here. I'll tell you what, I've got some questions. People watching might give me some tips. So, yeah, keeping all this all hygienic so it didn't get, like, infected with some bad mould or whatever. It seemed very important when I was bottling up. But then at day 5, according to the instructions, I've got to chuck in a load of hops. Some more hops. So, how do I do that without infecting it? Because basically, the hops I took out of the packet, the stuff that I weighed up, I've just wrapped in cling film and stuck in the fridge. I don't think it was very hygienically done. So, shall I just risk just bunging it in on day 5, or shall I don't know. I don't know what I can do with it to keep it hygienic. But yeah, that was the question I had. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should stick it in the freezer until day 5, and then the freezingness will kill off anything too bad. Maybe. I don't know. But there we go. We've got something bubbling away. We've got something bottled up. It was a fucking effort, but I think the next time I do it, I'll be a bit more prepared and a bit more. Just got to make more liquid. I really underestimated how much it would boil off. Anyway. Yeah, there you go. Give me any tips and advice, and we'll see how this turns out. Alright, bye-bye.